What's up, YouTube? It's the Console Samurai with Grown Ups Gaming. I picked up Horizon Zero Dawn on day one, obviously for the PlayStation 4 because it is an exclusive. Now, I haven't beaten it yet, but I have gotten far enough in to get a good feel for the game and kind of get an idea of how the game is going to be and where it's going, kind of. For those of you who don't know what the game is, because, like I said, it is PlayStation 4 exclusive, so Xbox fans, Nintendo fans, PC fans may not really be familiar with it, or PlayStation fans who maybe don't follow PlayStation news that closely may not really know about it. You may have heard the name, but not really know what the game is. It is an open-world adventure game, similar in some respects to Legend of Zelda, where you are an outcast. You're an outcast from a tribe of, for lack of a better term, hunters in a post-apocalyptic world. And when I say that, I mean it is so far into the future that the machines have not only risen, but the machines have also fallen back down. I mean, all of the robots that were part of this uprising are now wandering the wilds as sentient animal-like robots. It's actually kind of an interesting twist on where the future could go. But this group of hunters that I mentioned before, these robot animals are one of the things they hunt. They obviously hunt real animals for meat and leather and stuff like that, but they hunt these robot animals for, among other things, one, because they are aggressive and dangerous and to keep their hunting grounds clear. The other thing is they hunt them apparently for scraps, and I guess they're using them for building materials and to make things out of. I don't really know all of that, and that's not really relevant in the game, what they actually use them for. But your character, Aloy, was raised as an outcast, and she wants to find out the secret behind her parents. So she enters a trial to become a member of the tribe, and you embark on this quest to try to figure out why the robot animals are becoming more and more aggressive. Because when they first came out, they would be easily spooked by a hunter. Now they've gotten to the point where they will actively hunt a hunter. So you have this huge epic quest to figure out what is causing this. And as far as the story, they've done a really good job developing the story, because it's not like everything is dumped on you all at once. There seems to be a really well-developed story that they're kind of giving to you in bits and pieces, like an organically told story. It's a really well-developed story. I really like it, and the characters are really well-developed too. You don't meet a whole lot of characters, which I think may actually be one of the reasons why they've managed to make the characters so well-developed. The few characters that I've met, at least at the point I'm at, are all really well-developed. You actually feel for them. You, like I said, you were raised as an outcast. At the very beginning, there's some bullying for the main character, and you kind of feel bad for her when she's being bullied, and you feel for her. You empathize with her, and they've done a really good job with that. I think they've done a really good job with the story and the characters. Now, as far as the visuals are really good. The visuals are amazing. They're not perfect. There are some issues with some of them, not like frame rate drop, but the animation, some of the characters don't really move in a natural way. Their teeth and the way their mouths move are not quite right. They're close. All of their movements are close. All the character designs are very close, but they're not quite perfect. They're just far off enough to kind of catch your attention. They're close enough that they're in that weird gray area of being so close, but just far enough. But they have done a really good job. I mean, this is something I see in a lot of games. The movements aren't really natural. The mouths don't move quite right, and it's not because it was dubbed in a different language. They just don't move naturally, which happens. They're not real people. That's what you expect. But all in all, this is a really good game. And I did pre-order this game because, I thought this would be a really good game. I generally do try to avoid pre-ordering games, especially IPs that I'm not really familiar with. I'm more likely to pre-order a Final Fantasy game or Zelda game because I know those franchises, and I know that there's a chance that I'll be disappointed, but probably not going to be that disappointed that I'm going to regret buying the game. They're a safe bet. And after having seen the promotional materials and having seen the other reviews and all that stuff, I felt like this was a safe bet. So I went ahead and I pre-ordered this, and I do not regret pre-ordering this at all. This game is a lot of fun. If you like open world action adventure games, this is definitely a game that you will enjoy. This is actually one of the better exclusives that I have played. You know, I would say this is easily top 10 exclusive for this generation. This is, you know, I'm really enjoying Horizon Zero Dawn. If you like action adventure games, this really does deserve a place in your PS4 library, whether you buy it physically or digitally. I still prefer physically, but either way, it does deserve a place in your collection. So, anyone who has played it, what do you think? Did you think it was good? Did you not like it? Did you like it? Did you think it was disappointing? Were you pleasantly surprised like I was? You know, I expected this to be a good game, but it's actually really good. It's a lot of fun to play the game, especially when you learn to start taking over the robots. That's kind of cool so far. But tell me what you think in the comments down below. Once again, I'm the Console Samurai, and I'll see you around.